few weeks ago, the Mixon Plant Snail Mail Club was an idea my husband and I was talking about over a weekend. And now in just 8 days, I'll be sending out the first set of mailings to 7 people. 7 mailings might be very tiny for some people, but for me, it means a whole lot. Each mailing will include a plant room newsletter with activities and stories, and a recipe inspired by one of my Hoya blooms, and a handmade plant theme item. This is what's going to be included this month. I'm going to be making a lot of changes to it as the months go on. So come along with me and spend some time getting everything ready before mail day arrives. I will insert footage for yesterday where I started getting some things ready for mailing, but it is Tuesday and we're still working. I finalized what I'm going to be sending. Of course, every time I have an idea, I have to put the idea into action to see what it looks like. And I did 2 versions of the handmade item, and the second version is what I chose. And because when you're doing like a snail mail club, you have kind of some restrictions with the postal service, and I have to follow all the rules or my mail will be completely rejected, and that would be very bad. So I like sticking to the rules when it comes down to this stuff, especially when somebody is supposed to be getting something on time, say the second week of July. So I do have a buffer in case anything happens, but I would rather send anything sooner rather than later. It is a special week for me. This is the week I'm getting ready for everything that's going to go to the snail mail club that I started. And everything kind of in this vlog would be dedicated to snail mail. The snail mail is part of my plant brand, and I'm making some planty things for the members that I have. It's the first ever edition of the snail mail, and I'm very excited, and I had to document this. I'm probably going to document all of them because every month is going to be very special to me. I did spend hours this morning trying to figure out how to get by some of the restrictions I have for snail mail. This is the size of everything. This is the size of what it needs to be. The envelope size. It needs to be flat. I did order a snail mail to come to me from another person, and she did go over the 1 ounce weight, and she did add more stamps to her, but I don't want to do that. I want to keep everything 1 ounce because that is the requirement to send this piece of mail. Anything over 1 ounce will be required for more postage. And then if I have 2 international people, and the international post would be way more expensive if I go over 1 ounce. So something that I would not be able to budget for or afford. We're going to stick to the requirements I have. So the item I'm making this month for snail mail goes perfect with the recipe I have. It'll all be revealed soon. I'm going to let you wait just a little bit more. I need to get some unboxings done so I can get this room a little bit more organized for the first go around and tidy up a little bit. So that's what I'm doing today. I will sit down with you and start the process for the craft. Of course. All right. I got another lamp because this room is so dark. During the day, I needed more light because I was working in here last week to start the craft and I couldn't see what I was doing. So another lamp. And in here, oh man, in here we have clay pots for the plant room. I have some pots for the plant room. I bought some terracotta pots. I've installed the light, and I put some kind of things to get organized up, and I've did some searching for fabric. Oh my gosh, I have been searching for fabric for hours since last week to this week. Finally found some things that could work. I will not buy more fabric. I have purchased enough fabric over the years. I have quite a collection, and we're gonna just go from there. I'm gonna start doing the craft. Okay, for the craft, it's the light. It's like I need this light for sewing. I think like for now, let me turn this light off. I don't know if that's better. The lighting in this room is really bad. So for the craft, I am contemplating what to do. I have all this fabric that I am not choosing because it just doesn't go with what the theme I want, the coloring I want. So there are some fabric that is going to work, but I don't know yet. Okay, so this is the fabric I chose. It is Hoya Bella, and it is green background. I do have one that's blue background, but I don't have like a coordinating fabric to go with it. So we're gonna just do that. So I have these together. I think that actually works when I look at it in the camera. I also have this together. I don't like it. Not happening. Okay, so there's this. There's also a plain cotton beige, light beige. I kind of wish there was a darker beige. I think that would work, but we have light beige. This might work actually. And then we have this one. This is a Hoya bloom from a different kind of angle. I don't know if the designer indicated what kind of flowers it was. It is a Hoya bloom, and I love that it's on turquoise. One of the problems of trying to get fabrics like this is custom fabric from an artist, and not everyone do small print. There's a lot, like a large print. Like this is smallest print, and this one I would love to have used this one, but it's too big for what I want to do. And I have something special for this fabric as well, for someone else. So there's this fabric that's together. I kind of like it together because there's some brown tones in the flower, but I think this one, there's also this one together. I don't like it. This kind of looks like tree trunks kind of thing, but I don't know if I like that. No, I think this one is, yeah, we're gonna just choose this one. Okay, I chose a fabric. Yes. We're gonna do that. Oh, now that I've chosen my fabric, I have some more beige that I could have used. I think this is just too light. I even had linen. I have 2 linen from like Lithuania linen. It feels so nice. I wanted to make aprons with this, but I have never come around to it. But if I had beige, I would have used it, a darker beige. But since it's so soft, I love it. I can definitely use this for something else. Maybe I'll actually make that apron that I actually want. Okay, so now that I've chosen my fabric, let's start cutting. Let's get this project on the way. Okay, see how dark this room is? I have just a window light. I'm gonna get ready to turn on all the lights that I have in here. And I've already made a bunch of changes to this room. I removed that storage thing that I had. I had to remove it because I ordered a printer. It is a giant printer. I had to get rid of the storage thing that I had here. I might remove this as well because I ordered a printer. Well, my husband ordered me a printer and it is huge. We actually had to get like a stand for it. So I'm hoping that printer is going to go there. Yeah, we needed a printer because spending $38 for a printing service to do 10 mail pieces was quite the hit on our budget. But I know that in the beginning of this snail mail club, we're going to have a loss before we make a profit. And right now we're in a loss. We'll be in a loss for quite a while. There's a lot of ideas that's going to be coming from this. And I'm hoping, hi, Bobby. What are you doing? We got Mr. Lobo here. I left the plant room and he was in there sleeping and he doesn't like to be alone. Anyways, yeah, a lot of ideas are going to come from this and where we have goals. We have a lot of goals. Okay, I have my notebook. I walk around with this notebook because I always have ideas coming to me and I need to write it down. So this is what's coming in July. I love it. It's so cute. It is a coaster for the recipe that I have for the Hoya Bloom, and it is a Hoya Bloom inspired coaster. And of course I had to make it very thin. There is some sturdiness to it, but I had to make it very thin. I had other ideas, but this is the one that I kind of stuck with. This is the first one I made, and although this is very thin, the edges are different from this one. This one I feel there's too much of a bump and it would pass through that sorting machine and cause a problem and reject my mail. So this one I think would work. So this is the part of the ideation that I need to always create the craft and see what it looks like because of the restrictions I have. But I don't think that's a problem. So let's work on the rest of it. I need to make 10. I have 7 people that I'm going to be sending. I decided to make 10 or do 10 in case anybody else want to sign up, and I will be selling the remaining items as archives on Etsy. So it's always going to be available for someone to buy. Even I can make it later on if somebody wants this item. So yeah, all right, so let's get going. It is Thursday. It's Thursday. And yesterday got away from me because I was doing Patreon stuff basically all day. So I recorded a video for Patreon, made the edits and posted it, and wrote like a reflection update type thing. Some of the things that I do for some of my things, it kind of takes a while because I don't really like mixing up spend some time in the sewing room and then come in here. I really don't work like that. I like to kind of spend time in the sewing room, period. And then like spend time in here filming, editing, period. So that's kind of how I do things. But today's Thursday. I still have some snail mail things to do. Here's all the snail mail item that those who have subscribed will be receiving. Now, if you don't like surprises, don't watch. So this is the Mixon plant post that I have. There's a front and back with an activity on there. And I have a recipe. It's a drink recipe for the summer. It's called Filsonii Summer Sunset. It's delicious. This recipe is in mind to get your family and friends involved with your plant hobby. in a way that they would really love. I mean, who does not enjoy food and drinks? So that it was my intention to it, and my husband loved this recipe that I was inspired by this flower of the Hoya Wilsonii, and he loved it and he wants more. This is one of the passions of my Snail Mail Club, is to get your family and friends involved in the hobby that you have in a different way. My husband will never get passionate about like tropical plants, but he is passionate about eating and drinking. I also have a letter explaining what's in the mail this month, and there's also some Hoya, they're not stickers. I did not get a chance to order stickers for this, but they're just plain paper with my plant prints. So these are pictures that I actually took of my Hoyas, and they're going to be included in here. I was able to make the edits and turn it into a beautiful picture for here. Now, if I had time, I would have turned it into stickers, but I did not have a printer at the time either. I just bought a printer like a few days ago. And lastly, this is one of the things that really made me smile when I decided to do the snail mail. This is going to be the craft that's going in. It is a coaster. It is designed to be very thin, but designed to get, you know, to be in the post. I mean, I'm sure if I have any problems with the machine not sorting the mail right, it would be because of this. So I'm hoping this design will not trigger it to be rejected. But this is a Hoya bloom coaster. Oh, I also forgot to tell you that the theme for this month of July is Hoya blooms. So that's why this coaster is Hoya blooms. I actually had designed a coaster like this, but I actually wanted more blooms on my square. That's why. Now this one is cute. You know, I like it. I like the fabric that's on the side. But if I'm gonna get something that has Hoya blooms in it, I want the whole thing. Now the back has that coordinating fabric, but the front of it has Hoya Bella. So that is what's coming up for July snail mail. I am so excited. And this will be the very first one. And I already see a bunch of changes that I will be making for next month. It's going to also be completely different. Like I said that it was going to be a lot of changes to come, because since it's the first one, it's kind of basically the first one is like my test to see what flows, what will go. But there's going to be some changes for August, and it's going to look even better. It's going to look even better. It's going to be great. I'm even putting some art pieces in there. So I hope you guys who've ordered snail mail use it as a time to unplug, kind of use it to be present in the moment. And that is what the snail mail is designed to do, for us to unplug and to be present. I took a month off social media. This came up in that month, and I'm just continue to go with it to see where it goes. I'm very excited for this new project, new adventure. I'm very passionate about us kind of unplugging. Very passionate, because creativity happens when we are bored, and you cannot be bored when you're always entertained by your phone. So yeah, that is what is going on. So I'm gonna get the recipe card. So I'm gonna get this cut, and then I'm not packing today, but I'm seeing what else I can add to it. And what I'm actually gonna do, I think I'll do that with you guys, is weigh everything to make sure it passes the weight that it needs to go. So let's cut, and then I'm gonna weigh. Okay, so I went over an ounce. or I wasn't over an ounce. I was just at 1 ounce, and I don't want it to be just at 1 ounce before I add any stickers to it, because I have like these stickers to add. So I had to go and shorten this is like the letter that I had to shorten the letter to this size, and I was able to I'm at 8.8 ounces. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that. It's so easy to go over. Now, next month, I will have different paper, because I have paper that I'm going to get that will fit in these envelopes. And that way I can make it longer for like write more things in there. But I really have to be conscious of like what I put in here. And that is crazy how it can go over. It's like the envelope alone is 0.2 ounces. So we're at 8 ounces. And that makes me happy, because now I can add like embellishments to it to make it really pretty. But wow. Okay. Snail mail for this month is definitely a trial and error. And I am thankful for those who, when they receive this, will stay with me, because next month is definitely going to look a lot better and different. I'm going to be back tomorrow. Hopefully, wait, I have a doctor's appointment. So hopefully I'll be back tomorrow to do the final set to get everything finalized, because it's going to go either tomorrow or Saturday. Hello, it is Friday the week after. Yes, it's been a little busy with my plant content, and now I need to get cracking on this. I did have a problem last week where I needed to reprint some things, and we didn't have a printer yet. So the printer has arrived. I was able to get all the printing done that I needed. So everything's all laid out. Everything's ready to start packing. I am very excited for you guys who have subscribed for snail mail. Will be getting your first set of snail mail. Okay, so I will say the July snail mail will be different from August, because this was my first round. I learned so much already. Tons, and I've already made a few changes to what it's going to look like moving forward. The biggest challenge has been to make sure everything is at 1 ounce, and that is one of the restrictions that I have. And then I also learned a few things about international shipping, that there might be some problems with sending these internationally. I wouldn't exactly know what would arise until I send it. So I do have one person who is international, and she's going to be the one who's going to set an example for me to see what problems I do encounter with shipping internationally. Let's get started packing, why don't we? And tomorrow I'm going to send them off to the post office. Another problem, this is one of the letters that's going to go in the envelope, and the printer printed it landscape, so I'm going to have to reprint. Oh my gosh, this is just like, the first go around was very difficult to do, because I had to get so many things right. I'm going to reprint, and then I'm just going to start packing. And I'll have a visit with you after and have a little chat. Hopefully today, probably next week. This video is not going to go out for a few days, so I still have some time. This is the launch of it, and I'm really hoping that you guys do enjoy what you get. No, oh no. We have a blackout. That is crazy. Okay, so there's a little blackout. Oh, and everything's back. Everything's back. That means the internet went out. I'm glad I'm not really looking to be using the internet right now. That's funny. Hi, honey. Oh, Sachi doesn't like noises. Boy, do I have a major cleaning up to do after this is over. Because, yeah. I thought I had more of these. Oh, here it is. Okay, I see it. I see it. I see you. I see you. Hi. It has been quite a while. I think it's been last week I was putting all these snail mail together, but I had to stop because I did not have labels. So I got labels and I have everything printed. So that is great. Today the mail is going out. I had some fabric storage here for some of my crafts and sewing supplies. I had to move it because I needed a little bit more staging area for my videos for snail mail, and that was the big eyesore. So I moved it, and I bought a little vintage mailbox so I can use this for videos and putting stuff in it for just for marketing. Basically, is for marketing. So I thought I could install this today here. I think putting it here would be great. And I thought I could do that with using what is this? This is a wreath hook for a door. And I need twine. So I think I have that. I'm not sure where I have it, but I do have that. Let me check. All right, I have this, and I think this would work. It would be kind of cute. I will have to double it so I can have more. This kind of weighs. Is it heavy? It's not really that heavy, but let's get this on the door. Oh no. Oh, here we go. Oh. Okay. All right, let's put this in. I think doubling it would work. Oh, you guys can't see. See, the angles, I really have to work on doing angles for these videos. I just really need to get better at how I do my angles and stuff. Okay, that works. Too bad this is not white, but I'm not picky at all. I am not picky at all. So that is up, and I want to show you some things I made as well over the weekend. So I made some more bookmarks. These are going to my friend. Did I say bookmarks? No. It's coasters. So I got like 2 big ones. These are 2 different sizes. I kind of played around with sizes, and then there's these, but these are also Hoya print as well. It's the lighting here is so bad. And I also did another Hoya. It is a hot pad. So you put casserole on this, casserole dish on it. I have one for myself, and I am just sending a gift to a friend of mine. So this is, and the back looks like this. So we have, I'm gonna send these off today as well with this. So let's get ready to mail everything. I kind of wanted to do some planty things in this video, but the first snail mail that went out, I had so much issues of things that I just didn't think I needed, or things that just was not going to be an issue, but it turned out just, I don't know, I just had some problems, but everything is squared away now. And making the crafts and shipping everything and getting everything to 1 ounce was quite the challenge. So I did in the previous video, you'll see me pack some of the snail mail that I did last week before I ran into that labeling problem. But I just, I could have just printed on the envelope, which what I plan to do. But because some of the envelopes are dark, I was just really concerned because when it comes down to mailing things, if there's a problem with the mailer item, it gets sent back. No questions asked. So a lot of the mailings is a little dark. So I was just kind of concerned for that. So to make sure I didn't run into that problem, I got labels. So my very first snail mail, I had 7 people sign up. I think I had 4 new people, and since my snail mail is on Patreon, I have a Patreon tier already for it, and I just added to that tier that, it's like an additional bonus that everyone gets. I had 3 patrons on there already, but because I was doing snail mail, I got 4 more, so I'm very excited for that. One of the good things about sending these to my friend, I don't have any restrictions with weight, so I'm gonna make this extra pretty. We are now in the lights. That room is so dark until later on in the evening, but I got everything done. I'll be sending everything off in the mail in about an hour. So I'm just so excited that it's all finished. I've learned so much. So many things I've learned not to do next month. And I had to weigh every envelope because of the inconsistent shapes of those little cards I cut out. I had to weigh every envelope. I have to have everything under an ounce because once you put labels on and a stamp, it is at an ounce. So everything is at 1 ounce now that everything's on. And when I took off the tape to seal the envelopes, I think that took away from the weight. Isn't it crazy? So I'm hoping next month will go a lot smoother. So I don't know how this video is going to look. I do apologize. It was a lot of kind of setting up cameras and different angles to get shots and stuff. Forgive me if this vlog was not something you enjoyed from me, but I will try to do better next month because I will document every month with you guys with my snail mail. I do have a bit of a Planty walkthrough for this video, so I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm going to insert the walkthrough that I did. I did do a walkthrough last week. This footage, because I've already uploaded the footage from last week, it is 2.5 hours. So I'm gonna have a lot of editing to do. Yeah, so thanks so much for joining me in July snail mail. I hope for those who are getting their snail mail in July, I hope you enjoy it. Tell me your experience when you receive it because I still have so much to learn. And I want to do better for August. So thank you so much for hanging out. Enjoy the rest of your day, and always remember you are loved.